Hi everyone! In this video, we will interpret results of a hypothesis test using the critical value approach. A technology company claims that their employees work more than the industry average of 40 hours per week. To verify this, they collect data from a random sample of 36 employees over several weeks. Given the null hypothesis is that the average equals 40 hours, and the alternative hypothesis is that the average is greater than 40 hours. Alpha, or the significance level, is 0.01, and already calculated for us is the test statistic of z equals 2. We also have a critical value for z at the significance level of 0.01 equaling 2.326. Conclude whether to reject or not reject the null and interpret the results. Let's go ahead and draw us a normal curve so that we can label all of the information we were given. Right down the center is the average, where mu equals 40 hours. Looking at the alternative, we see that mu is greater than 40. The numbers that are greater are to the right on a number line. It's also pointing to the right, so we know this is a right-tailed test. We also know that the significance level is 0.01, and so the area under our curve over here is 0.01. However, we will not be asked to calculate or find the p-value. We're going to be testing this with the critical value compared to the test statistic. So let's label those. The critical value is the cutoff for where we end up saying that we have a rejection region or a fail to reject region. To the right of this is our rejection region, which means over here is our fail to reject region. We were also given the critical value of 2.326. Let's go ahead and graph our test statistic of z equals 2. This means 2 standard deviations above the mean. So here's 1 standard deviation, here's 2 standard deviations, and our critical value of 2.326 is 2.326 standard deviations above the mean. So our z statistic is right here at z, or our test statistic at z equals 2. Now we can compare those by seeing that the z-score, or the test statistic, does not fall beyond the critical value into the rejection region. So we fail to reject the null hypothesis as our conclusion. This means that there is not sufficient evidence to conclude that the company's employees work more than 40 hours in a week. We've now concluded whether to reject or not reject the null and interpreted our results, so we're all done.